Senior Education Officer Ellen Rodriguez and I were introduced to Kibo by a salesperson who came to the Ministry of Education. He called us and asked if he could have an audience, and he brought along Kibo. He was from a company that was just starting to introduce robotics to very young children. And he said to us, we want to teach children coding without using the screen. So this was something new that he wanted to introduce. And once we met Kibo, we were so excited that day. He gave us an opportunity to code ourselves, and we were sure that our preschoolers would, number one, be able to do it, and number two, would be fascinated by it.
My name is Lavea Thompson. Because Kibo is fun and we like to play with Kibo. My name is Dawn Tiana Clark. We walk on the lines and then we say the number, what we think it is, and we let Kibo go on the floor, then we scan it, then we let him go to see if he can go it. My name is Inaya Clark. Because when we play with Kibo, when we get to scan the blocks.
My initial feeling of using Kibo, I was a little afraid because it was something new, and as with something new, you know, it takes a little while to get adjusted to. But after using Kibo, it is a breeze. I cannot think about not having a lesson that does not involve Kibo.
When I first started, I was kind of worried. I knew they would be excited, first of all, but I didn't know if they would actually grasp what I would be trying to explain or get across to them. I wasn't sure they would really get it. But it turned out that they did.
The Kibo program really aligns with our philosophy of learning. Number one, it is hands-on. Students have the opportunity to literally touch the robot. It is experiential. Children have the opportunity to experience the results of their coding. Once they code, they can see the robot perform the movements that they would have instructed. And so for us, it is very much in line with how we think young children should learn.
Amazing. Excited. Happy.
The first step that I do, I use the Kibo manual, and that is a godsend, and it also is adapted for our Bahamian culture. And it also have the topics that are in our pacing guide, so it correlates with our pacing guide, so it's easy, adaptable for my lessons.
When the preschool officers approached us in the innovation unit about supporting their Kibo implementation, well, we were immediately excited, even though we didn't know much about Kibo. So we set out to learn Kibo, learn how it works, and find the best ways to actually teach it to our teachers. One of the components of the Kibo kit is an activity guide. And as we looked through the guide, we realized that culturally, it wasn't so quite relevant to us in the Bahamas. So therefore, what we did was we created our own guide to match the activities outlined in the curriculum. So teachers can use our Bahamian Kibo guide and align it with the themes that they have existing in the curriculum. For example, there was this activity in the original guide that spoke about using Kibo as a snowplow. Instead, we decided to create a different activity, making Kibo or turning Kibo into a junkanoo dancer, applying the same skills as the original manual, but now making it more relevant to our curriculum, our students.
What we also like about Kibo is it really encourages critical thinking. And so along with the STEM, as we are all familiar, is really our focus now that we've integrated STEM into the instructional program. Kibo encourages critical thinking and creativity. And so there is no set pattern, there is no one way in which you must follow. You are free to try and explore, and that is what we like to problem solve. That is what we really like about it.
Play with him and let him go on my lap and scan him. We learn with him, and when we go to school, we play with Kibo and Miss Lang let us scan him.
Kibo can be integrated with music. He can move, he can shake. He can be integrated with the math, where they have to solve problems. He can be integrated with the shapes. He can be integrated with language, where they have to move Kibo to make the letters on the ground. Kibo can be integrated in every aspect of the curriculum and every lesson.
Well, first of all, Dr. Clark and Mrs. Edwards presented the Kibo to all of our teachers. And after that presentation, we then asked teachers who were interested or excited about piloting the program to contact us. And we selected a representative from a standalone preschool and representative from an attached preschool. And that way we got the two different environments to conduct our pilot.
We press the button. We do the green button and then we do the rest of the buttons. Then the last one is the stop button. Shake and go left and right and straight. We scan him and we always put it on the floor. We put numbers all over the floor. And then after that we scan Kibo and then we push the button when Kibo is moving, and then we hear the beep sound.
The training session was so engaging and enlightening. It made me comfortable. We were not on our own. It has impacted the students' learning greatly, and I've noticed critical thinking skills are coming out of the students. They are working together in their groups to try and think about how they're going to program him to move a certain way or to move to a certain answer. And that critical thinking is a must. If they learn how to be critical thinkers at this stage, at the preschool level, you can imagine when they go to grade 1 and the other grades, they'll be able to think and reason out the answers.
Be open-minded about it, explore, have fun.
Well, first of all, we are waiting for the full implementation of coding and robotics in the preschool. We know that we have some children who would stay at more or less the introductory level, but we have other children who will take it way beyond what we anticipate based on their own experience and interest in the area of robotics. And so to be honest with you, I am not sure how far this will actually go. I'm not sure where our engineers are lying who will take this to the next level. What we really would like to see is robotics introduced throughout the preschool level as an introduction. And some children will remain at that introductory level, and other children, we are sure, will take it much further than we anticipate. But we know that for some children, this is an area that they are naturally fascinated with, and that they will do well.
Kibo took over the classroom. Kibo is the main teacher now. They just want to hurry up, done with their other activities, and get on the floor with Kibo. Kibo is the main star. And not only are they engaged in the fun activities, but they are learning as well.
Kibo is fun, and we like to share and play with him.